hosting family parties, making Christmas magic, and wrangling every last red tag deal. The holidays are full of excitement, but they can also feel a little exhausting. Sometimes it's hard to find the calm within the Christmas chaos, but my next guest has 3 practices you can hold close for when those holiday overwhelms creep in. Host of the online community Time Management for Moms, Jessi Berger, is joining me in studio. Welcome.
Hi, Courtney.
So good to have you.
Thank you.
So where do you think this feeling of overwhelm stems?
Well, I think for moms, it's because we are getting so much stuff to do on top of what we already have to do. It's not like because Christmas comes, you don't have to make dinner tonight, right? We have a lot to do, and this just puts more on that. And so it's normal to be overwhelmed.
Yeah. What are the signs that we should be looking for when we've got so much going on? And sometimes I don't think we even realize how overwhelmed we get.
Yeah. So I think a lot of women feel it in their bodies first. Like when I feel it, it comes in my shoulders. When my shoulders start like creeping up towards my ears, you've got all that pressure in there. Like I think you'll feel it in your body. You can feel it like sometimes a tightness in your chest, a headache, or a mind that just spins and spins and spins.
I'm thinking I've got check. I've got a whole list. Okay, but we're going to talk about what to do, and I love that we're going to start with some mantras. And I loved what you have here. So walk us through the mantras that are going to be good for us this season.
Okay, so before we do anything, we've got to get like our minds in the right headspace. And so the first one is, I will do less things with more intention. Because I just think it's really common for us to think more is better.
Yeah.
But have you ever had a Saturday where like you tried to shove in 3, 4, 5, 6 activities, and by the end of the day, your kids are just like melting down.
Yeah.
It's not fun for you. It's not fun for them.
And I'm melting down, let's be honest. Yeah. I have mom meltdowns, they happen, and it's true. It's when you think and you have this intention to be like so fun and get all the things done, and there's so much to do this time of year, but then by the end you're so wiped out, and so are the kids, right?
So do a little less with more intention, be present.
Love that. What's your second one?
The second one is that it can be both.
What do you mean by that?
I think sometimes in our heads we think if it's going to be a magical holiday, it all has to be wonderful. But in reality, like in real life, things are awesome and exhausting.
Yeah.
Right? Like our kids have so much fun, and sometimes they can be stinkers about it, right? Like it is not realistic to think that everything for the entire, for the entire 25 days, it's not all going to be magic. And that's okay. When we realize it can be both like magical and really tiring, then I think it takes that need for perfectionism off of us a little bit.
Yeah, I love that word "and" to combine those things there. Okay, what's the third one?
I think we need to remember that you can choose which magic to make. Like it's a trap we fall into all the time. Like maybe our neighbors will stop by with this beautifully wrapped neighbor gift, and you think, oh my gosh, I have to do a beautifully wrapped neighbor gift. No, you don't. Like you get to choose what you want. Maybe the neighbor gift is important to you, or maybe you're just gonna like give a card this year. It's okay. You get to choose where to spend your energies.
Yeah. I don't do Christmas cards. I haven't in a long time. Every year I kind of think I'm going to, but it's the first thing that I'm like, nope. I just know I'm not going to.
And Christmas goes on.
Yes, I love getting other people's cards, right? I'm like, please don't stop sending those.
Yeah.
All right, so now that we have kind of our mind and our thoughts in the right place, you've got some ideas to help us put that into practice. And you say that making a family priority list is the first one. What is that?
We have been doing this for years. It is a lifesaver. So near the beginning of December, sometime, there's not a certain date, I get all my family together and they write down everything they can think of to do for the holiday season. So it's like all their activities, their concerts, anything they've seen on YouTube, the games that look so fun, the food they want to eat. We just make this massive list. And when the list is made, when they've run out of all their ideas, I just tell them, pick one. Everybody, every member of your family gets to pick one thing that is their very most important thing.
Okay.
And then we make sure that thing gets done. And what that does is it just prioritizes things for us, right? It lets us know this is the most important thing. And if you can fit those other things in, great. That's awesome. But you don't have to fit those other things in.
Yeah. I love that it also makes maybe each child feel seen.
You know what? They feel so special. That was something I did not realize the first year that I did it, is that by doing the one thing that they've picked, what you're saying to them is, you matter to me, and so what matters to you matters to me.
Yeah.
And they feel so special.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
All right, the next one.
Okay.
To sort your holiday to-do list, what do you mean by that?
Okay, so by this point in the season, everybody's got this like massive to-do list, right? It's probably rolling over week to week. I want you to go through your holiday list, your just to-do list, and write down your have-to-dos and your hope to-dos. So let me tell you, let me give you an example so you can kind of see what I mean. Right now, everybody has like a favorite things party, right? They're really popular. They're really fun. We love them. Yeah, and we want to go. So to go to a favorite things party, you have to take your favorite thing. So if that's on your to-do list, that's like a have to do.
Okay.
It has to be done. But I think in a lot of our minds, we're thinking, not only do I want to take this gift, like I want it in beautifully coordinated wrapping paper, and I want silk ribbons and bows and a jingle bell on top and a sprig of holly. And like, this is what has to be done. And actually, the beautiful wrapping is a hope to do. Because if you run out of time and you run out of energy, like you can absolutely throw that present in a brown craft bag, put in some red tissue paper, and go to your party. And you're fine. Like Christmas does not end. So what it does is it just puts value on the tasks on your to-do list, right? The have-to-dos are the most valuable. The hope-to-dos, it's like, if I have time, I really want to do it.
I like that. It takes some pressure off, right? It takes a little of that pressure off.
Yeah, because not everything has the same value.
Absolutely. This last one is so great. Make time for yourself, right?
I think it's the one that we forget the most, right? Because we're moms and we're making time for everybody else. But the best practice that I have tried is after the holidays end. So after January 1st, after those kids have finally gone back to school, you know, and your house is a little bit calmer and quieter, you need to intentionally make time for something you want to do. If you're really lucky, maybe you go out of town for a day or two. I think most of us aren't that lucky.
Maybe not that one, but
right? But you know, you can sit in the bath for an hour and read a book. You can spend an afternoon cuddled up in like your big warm blanket reading a book or binging you know, your favorite show, whatever it is. It's really important to take some time to thank yourself for doing like a really good extra job.
A little
over
recovery
the
time there. I love that. Where can we find more? Your insight has been so great. I know our viewers are going to want more.
Yes, you can find me on Instagram at Time Management for Moms, and 4 is the number 4.
Okay, thank you, Jessi. Appreciate it.
Thanks so much.